Excel Tutorial 5, pages 268 through 275. At the top of page 268, read about adding records. All right, to add 4 records to the January data table. Step number 1, press your End key, that's the END key, and then press the down arrow key, okay? End, down arrow. That'll take you to the last cell in your table that has information in it, okay? Step number 2, press your down arrow key one more time, and that'll move you to cell A123, which is the first blank row below the table. Step number 3, in cell A123, type the date 1/31/2016 and then press your Tab key. Cell B123 in the day column becomes the active cell. The table expands to include a new row with the same formatting as the rest of the table. The autocorrect options button appears. Do you see it right there? Okay, so that you could undo the table formatting if you hadn't intended the new data to be part of the existing table. Okay, this is a really important thing to learn. So you have your table and then you want to enter some data down in the next row. Well, what if you don't want it to be part of the table and it takes on the table formatting and starts becoming part of your table? Well, that's why the auto corrections box pops up, okay? And then you can go to undo table auto expansion, and then it'll just be a regular row that you can type in, okay? So again, that one is actually really important to know because you may not want that to be part of your table, and Word will automatically make, Excel will automatically make it part of your table. So make sure you know why that autocorrect options box comes up. All right, in the range B123 through E123, okay, what you're going to do is you're going to enter the rest of the data in step number 4, okay? So start entering your data, and when you press your Tab key, each time you enter your data, food, and then the amount is $164.50. Okay, get all that typed in. So when you type in $164.50 as the amount and you press your Tab key, did you notice that my table expanded immediately to add another row? And that's good because in step number 5, you're going to enter all of this information in the range A124 through E126. So go ahead right now and enter all of that in. And when you enter the number $345.88, that time when you're finished, you're going to press the Enter key. So go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so you entered all that and you pressed your Enter key. And you notice that when you pressed your Enter key, it did not start a new row within the table. Okay, you're now outside of the table, which is what we want. If you forgot and you pressed the Tab key after you entered $345.88, just take a look at page 269 and read the little part that says trouble, and it tells you what to do, which is essentially to hit your undo key and try again. So if you had that problem, just take care of that right now because this should be a clear row and not part of your table. All right, on page 269, go ahead and read about finding and editing records. To find and edit the records for gifts on 1/20/2016, step number 1, Control Home. On the Home tab in the Editing group, click the Find and Select button and then click Find. The keyboard command is Control F as in find, okay? On your Home tab in the Editing group, okay, right there, it says Find and Select, and we're going to find. Again, keyboard command is Control F. Okay, that opens your Find and Replace dialog box with the Find tab selected. In the Find What box, okay, Find What, right there, click in it. Type 1/20/2016. And then click the Find Next button. And remember, if this is in your way, just slide it right over and you'll see it went right there. Okay, the Find Next button goes to cell A79, which contains the coffee segment. Okay, that's not the record you want. Click the Find Next button 3 times to display the record for gifts on 120. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're right here. Do you see it? Click the Close button on your Find and Replace dialog box. Press the Tab key 4 times to move the active cell to the Amount column. Type 154.25 and then press your Enter key. Press Control Home to go back up to cell A1 and go ahead and turn to page 270 where you need to read about deleting a record. To find and delete the duplicate record from the January data table, scroll to row 64. Okay, there's row 64 right there. Observe that the entries in row 64 and row 65 are exactly the same. One of these records needs to be deleted. Okay, on row 6, go right here to row 64. On the ribbon, click the Table Tools Design tab. Okay, right there. In the Tools group, okay, do you see your Tools group? Right there. Click the Remove Duplicates button. The Remove Duplicates dialog box opens and all of the columns in the table are selected. Excel looks for repeated data in the selected columns to determine whether any duplicate records exist. If duplicates are found, all but one of the records are deleted. Okay? So, in our Tools group, we're going to go to Remove Duplicates. You can see that we have everything selected. Okay, go ahead and hit OK. One duplicate value was found and removed. Hit OK. Now if you look at rows 64 and 65, you'll see that the duplicate record was removed. Okay, now go ahead and read the little trouble box. Always read the trouble box just in case later when you're doing your homework something happens. It kind of clues you into what could go wrong. Okay, Control Home. Move up to the top of page 271, please, and read about sorting data and sorting one column using the sort buttons. To sort the January data table in ascending order by the segment column, step number 1, select any cell in the segment column. See where it says segment right there? Just click on any old cell. It's in the segment column. You do not need to select the entire January data table, which consists of the range A1 to E125. Excel determines the table's range when you click any cell in the table. Isn't that nice? You don't have to select the whole thing. Excel already knows. On the ribbon, click your Data tab. In the Sort and Filter group, Sort and Filter right there, click the Sort A to Z button. The data is sorted in ascending order by segment. The Segment Filter button changes to show that the data is sorted by that column. Okay, so we're just going to click our Sort A to Z right there. Do you see what it did? Okay, take a look at your segment filter. That right there tells you that we're sorting by segment, by this column right here. Do you see that little funky sign on it? And then if you take a look, everything is now sorted into its segment. Yes, you see it? Okay. Go ahead and just read about the trouble box on the bottom of page 271. And then flip to 272 and read about sorting multiple columns using the Sort dialog box. And make sure you read the red reference box about sorting data using multiple sort fields. This is a very, very handy thing to know in the business world. To sort the January data table by 3 sort fields. Okay, we need to go to cell A1, Control Home. On the Data tab, in the Sort and Filter group, click the Sort button. Okay, so we're already on the Data tab. Here's our Sort and Filter group. Here is our Sort button. The Sort dialog box opens. Any sort specifications, sort field, type of data, sorted on, and sort order from the last sort appear in the dialog box. So as you can see right now, we are sorting by segment. Remember, we just did that? I'm just going to move that over just a little bit. Okay, step number 3. Click the Sort By arrow. It's right there. It's going to display the list of column headers in the January data table, and then click day. The primary sort field is now set to the day field. Okay? If necessary, click the Sort On arrow to display the type of sort and then click Values. Okay, here's our Sort On, and mine already says Values. If yours doesn't, just hit the down pointing arrow and select Values. Okay? It should default and be like that, but just in case, no, that's all you have to do is hit that down pointing arrow. Typically, you want to sort by the numbers, text, or dates stored in the cells, which are all values. You can also sort by format such as cell color, font color, and cell icon. Step number 5. If necessary, click the order arrow to display sort order options and then click A to Z. Okay, so order is right here. That's the order arrow. Mine already says A to Z. If yours doesn't, hit the down pointing arrow and select A to Z. Click the Add Level button. Okay, that's right here. So right now we have a single sort. Right? We have one set of sort criteria. We want to add another level. So first we're going to sort by day and then by. Okay? Click the Then By arrow and click Segment. Then verify that values and A to Z appear. Okay, so sort on values, sort order A to Z. Okay, again, if they aren't there, down pointing arrows and select them. Okay, now let's add another level. Do you remember where that is? Go click on it. Okay, then by amount. Okay, we want to make sure that values, and then this one, we want to change this to largest to smallest. Okay, largest to smallest is our order. Okay, take a look at figure 5-12 on page 273 and compare your sort dialog box to the figure that they have right there for you to compare it to and make sure that they match. Once you're certain that they match, go ahead and click OK. Excel sorts the table records first in ascending order by the day field, then within each day in ascending order by the segment field, and then within each segment in descending order by the amount field. For example, the first 20 records are Friday cash receipts. Of these records, the first 5 are coffee, the next 5 are food, and so on. Finally, the Friday coffee receipts are arranged from highest to lowest in the amount column. Okay, so you see it right here? All of our Fridays down. Then they're done by segment, alphabetically of course, coffee, food, gifts, specialty drinks, and then the amount, largest to smallest. Go ahead and scroll through and look at your table and take a look at your filter buttons. Do you see that? Okay, that's a warning that each one of those has been used in the sort. Then go ahead once you've taken a look at your table and flip to page 274 and read Sorting Using a Custom List and the reference box that also refers to using a custom list. Okay, on page 274, to use a predefined custom list to sort the day column, make sure the active cell is in the January date. Okay, so just make sure you're in the table, right? You can be any place in here, it doesn't matter where, as long as you're in the table. On the Data tab in the Sort and Filter group, click the Sort button. The Sort dialog box opens, showing the sort specifications from the previous sort. Okay, you need to be very familiar with where your Sort button is located. In the Sort by Day row, click the Order arrow to display the sort order options and then click Custom List. Okay, in the Sort by Day row, okay, click the Order button and select Custom List. In the Custom List box, click Sunday, Monday, Tuesday to place the days in the list entry box. Which one do I want? I want the full word, that one. Okay, over to 275, click OK. Now take a look right there, do you see it? Then go ahead and click OK again. Scroll the sorted table to verify that the cash receipts are sorted by their chronological day order, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, etc., etc. Do you see it? Sunday, Monday, okay? That's it. That's all you have to do, and we're finished with section 5.1. And you need to save your file and then we're ready to go on to the next video.